off to Sissinghurst Castle and we're going to find somewhere to wild camp tonight.
Okie dokie, let's go! Sissinghurst Castle Garden was created by Vita Sackville-West, a poet and writer, and her husband Harold Nicholson, author and diplomat. That's cute. They bought the property in 1930 and today it attracts over 200,000 visitors a year. Although married, they lived separate lives, Vita in her beloved tower. We're climbing the stairs to Vita's study, which is left exactly as it was on the day that she died. The present-day buildings began as a house built in the 1530s by Sir John Baker. During the war with France, it was used to house French prisoners who caused severe damage to the property. From the top of Vita's tower, you can see commanding views of the surrounding Kent countryside. Vita had her tower and Harold Nicholson had the south cottage. The grounds are subdivided into garden rooms, although this time of the year they're not at their best.
Be careful with the trip hazards. Some really tiny steps. I mean, we even have a spiral staircase with no handrail, so that's been fine.
That might be the same over there.
The only thing I like is there's no photographs through there because quite a bit of private property still through there.
Well, as you heard, I was not allowed to film in the south cottage, and the trust also requests you don't use tripods. Okay, we're off on a muddy walk. Oh no!
This is where it fell off in the mud.
This is where it fell in the mud. Oh, great! Absolutely great. Okay, hopefully no damage done. It's incredibly muddy, isn't it? That was a shorter walk than you expected, Charlie Brown. But I had to curtail it because I didn't want to be out there when it got dark. It's high time we found somewhere to stay for the night. Some big holes here.
Big potholes full of water. Yeah. Oh, that's massive, that one.
Yep.
Oh.
What can you do? We've only driven a few miles to the village of Cranbrook. Sleepy little place, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is Cranbrook. There's a little car park down there.
Right.
This is just taking you to the high street, so that's the high street coming up on the left, this main street here. It's very nice. I think
Yeah.
really.
Just up here is a car park, and I've got my eye on us staying there tonight.
Building a rollerblading prohibited. You won't be doing any of that.
Speak for yourself. Okay, we can have a little walk around the town. Cranbrook. Cranbrook Bakery has seen better days. Yeah. What a beautiful bank. And it's very unusual to see because most of them have closed down. It's Sunday afternoon, so the place is nice and quiet. Check out this old notice board. Come on in, let's go and have a look before it gets too dark. On the way back, we spotted this old windmill. This is the old police station, which is now a fine house. I can't remember seeing a windmill this tall anywhere in the UK. Yeah, of course we do. It's a private road, so whether we're allowed to be down here or not, I don't know. It's quite a big size, isn't it? John Russell saved Cranbrook Windmill from demolition by refusing a large sum of money from developers. Instead, he sold it for 1 shilling, provided the council preserved it. So we've had a nice little walk around Cranbrook, and now we're going to find somewhere to park up for a cup of tea and a cake, and then we're going to camp the night just down here in this lower car park.
So we need to head to the high-wheeled area of Outstanding Natural Beauty.
See how it copes with difficult light.
Red lights, brake lights and red traffic lights.
I am going straight across. We're driving down some rather narrow lanes, and it's much darker than it looks on film. We're looking for a place called Buell Water. The idea is to relax somewhere, but then sleep in a different spot. If you get the van ready for bed before you get there, you attract far less attention. Something bloody thing across the road. Pardon my French, but I thought a barrier was blocking the entrance. It was was actually very peaceful here, but rather isolated, and we only saw one other car.
We're going to turn the seat round and
Yeah.
get cosy because you want to download.
Yeah.
So, to right level somewhere. Without getting stuck in the mud.
Right, after I sorted my cameras out and downloaded all the footage, it was time to go for a Chinese takeaway. As we ate our meal in a car park at the back of some houses, someone knocked on the door twice. I got out, but found it was just someone emptying their dustbin. As we were getting ready to move on to the sleeping spot, I noticed this cat watching us, so I took a snap and lit up its eyes. So this is where we slept last night. We've done 30 nights now at a total cost of £90. If you enjoyed this video, then encourage us to produce more by giving it a like and leaving a comment or ask any questions you might have. See you next time in the Little Red Camper.